First, you have to realize that you are of a rare breed, okay? Just because you survived that crazy trauma, just because you are still standing after that tremendous loss, doesn't mean that others are, okay? One of my favorite quotes is, "What I've survived may have killed you," or "What I've survived may have broken you." And that is just so, so true for people like us. So you gotta remember that you're part of a very special group of people that embody resilience. And resilience is a key ingredient to self-confidence. Okay, it's the ability to bounce back after a tough situation. So every time you bounce back, make a mental note. Write it down if you have to, because that is gonna be the building block of getting your self-confidence back. Look, the bottom line is that music can literally trigger neural pathways in our brain that help us connect to memory and facilitate our emotions, so it can really help. Give it a try. Moving on to people safety nets or relationship safety nets, both I guess platonic and romantic. But for me, when I lost my parents, I lost a financial portion for sure of a safety net, but I also just lost people who were in my corner, who were rooting for me through it all. So if you lose that part of a safety net, or rather that should just be a part of your larger safety net, that part of the net, you need to just start collecting those folks, okay? Finding those folks who are just gonna be there for you and not judge you and come through when you're down bad, okay? And that may be trial and error, have to go through, because not everybody is willing or able to be that type of person for you, but they are out there. If you want to be a stronger person, you have to learn to be resourceful. Let's review that definition. Resourceful is the ability to create unique and or useful solutions in the face of a challenging situation. You have to practice being solution-driven and resist the urge to sit and wallow in whatever's going on and hope that something or someone's gonna pop out and save you. You just do. Hallelujah, it's always great when it happens, but that should not be your first resort. Back away, the first B. Remember we talked about this being, a very intense set of emotions that we're feeling when we're triggered. So the sooner that you can back away, remove yourself from whatever it was that triggered you, that event, that person, that experience, that's gonna be key. I've learned that as soon as I realize that I'm triggered, man, I zone in on that. And that emotion just increasingly gets worse and worse. And we're trying to learn how to deal with these better. And when emotions are just high and they just continue to rise, you feel out of control. And it's hard to deal with something when you feel like you're out of control. So back away, step one. Going to therapy and rushing off and finding a therapist is something that is very pushed in our society. And I think it's sometimes good to understand how therapy is gonna really fit into your life first. And if there are other positive things that have been helping you stay grounded and getting you through, and in time you find therapy to be something that's gonna be an asset and actually be helpful and integrate into your life, then that's great. So however you're deciding to get through and however you're healing yourself, just do what's best for you. I can turn this grief, I can turn this situation into fuel and ask myself, what do you really have to lose? I mean, at this point, losing both of your parents, dealing with this back-breaking grief over these last couple of years has pretty much taken so much away from you. You can't let it have this. Your dreams still belong to you. Our dreams still belong to us.